Hilapanamekalai, Iwanomatsa, Kumeyaay, Efehe. Nishma, Piolki tukanamsha masana tahawipizi. Atsia pami amichakpa samuatas, Efehetan, Ohlone Costanoan Esselen Nation, Efehetan, the greater Monterey Bay Area. I said, welcome to the homeland of the Kumeyaay people. My name is Louise Miranda Ramirez. I am the Tribal Chairwoman for Ohlone Costanoan Esselen Nation. We come today happy and proud that this play has taken on its life here in San Diego, and that we have the support of the students of this campus, and it's important to us to know that they stepped up and volunteered. And so on behalf of my tribe, my Vice Chairwoman Christy, right there, area, and a council member Pauline, we have decided to give the students that are volunteering here today $100 each, so that you guys, in our way to say thank you, because you really put a lot into this. And we really appreciate it bringing it to life. So after this is over and we see you over there before the next show, we'll give you something and as a thank you. So again, I don't know if you've seen the play before. It brings in a lot of life experiences that seemed quite boring most of the time when I think about what they are, and they usually make me angry. And then I have xago calling me up and saying, what happened today? And then he writes it down and makes it sound really good. So that's xago, and we have a lot of thank you for that. And I also have Dr. Melissa Leo, Esselen tribal member here. Stand up. So we're, and the music, a lot of the music you'll be listening to by Jordan Casares and Danielle C., both Esselen tribal members. I don't want to take any longer, but we have Jovita, Javier, Amanda, all came with us from my area and our homeland area, and let's move on. Let's go. Yeah, this is a hard part, getting down.
This is the story
of how we were created.
Curtain.
The flooding begins.
Eagle,
Hummingbird and coyote
All
take to the top of Watigi.
Attempting to escape
the waters that were devouring
Everything around them.
But Hummingbird and Coyote can't keep up with Eagle, so Eagle swoops right back down, picking them both up and flying off to the peak of the
Shekasipsha.
where they would remain safe. Later, Eagle spoke up and told the Coyote.
Coyote, go down and make sure the land is dry.
Coyote inspected the valley as the waters receded back into the bay, coming across a beautiful young woman near a strong and thriving river.
Selekiatsa,
Salekiatsa,
I'm Coyote. What is your name?
Tanok,
Loliki.
Coyote returns and reports back to Eagle.
I met a woman
Where?
by the river. Her name is Tanok.
Good, you will make her your wife.
My wife?
Take this abalone shovel and begin.
Begin what?
Begin making babies and raising the people all over again.
How?
Eagle wanted to see Coyote answer his own question.
Right here? out of my elbow.
No.
Hair out of my knee.
Eagle was unamused and very concerned.
From the back of my neck.
Your neck?
My eyebrows.
Coyote's attempts caught Hummingbird's attention.
Your eyebrows? You're gonna make people out of your eyebrows? Oh, come on, Coyote. Everybody knows that the best place to make people is right here, right in the belly.
Nobody's asking you, Hummingbird.
Upset, Coyote swiped at Hummingbird with his claws, causing Eagle to raise her wing to protect Hummingbird.
Leave it alone, Coyote. Go and marry the girl.
And with that order, Coyote returned to Tanakh, shared the Eagle's call for their union, and proposed to her. She said yes, and together they would make the people who would live, love, and care for that which gives them all life and purpose, their Mother Earth.
Asia Matza.
But before that could happen, Coyote is attacked by a mob of Wokehawi.
Please. Tanakh. Please, help get these fleas off of me.
There's so many of them and they're so small.
Well then just eat them.
Eat them?
Ampalachi?
Yes.
Right then and there, Tanakh leaps onto Coyote and begins eating the fleas right off his back. Days after Tanakh saves the Coyote, she discovers that the eating of the Wokehawi has made her pregnant.
Salamaki.
When the birth of their child finally takes place, Coyote joyously celebrates their newborn.
Eagle, Hummingbird, look, our baby.
Pana.
Congratulations, Tanakh. Coyote.
Loliki.
The birth of their child brought new life, but then suddenly Tanakh was overcome with an incredible fear.
What is it?
I'm afraid.
Enikialpa.
Afraid? Afraid of what?
No.
Tanakh's fear was so strong, it drove her to run directly into a field of thorn bushes.
Yapumin.
Coyote ran after her, crying out at the top of his lungs.
Don't pass through that brush.
Coyote immediately runs after her, fast enough to catch up to, but still unable to stop her.
She kept running.
So Coyote ran even faster, so he'd be able to at least clear the road ahead of her, enough so she may pass through, only to declare,
I'm not used to taking roads.
Coyote increases his speed even more so as to quickly collect flowers and place them on both sides of the road so she'd be able to stop and pick them up. But instead she cries out that she's
Not used to walking between flowers.
Coyote became so frustrated he yelled out,
There are no remedies, no medicine.
To keep her from leaving.
Coyote kept chasing after her, and when he finally got close, she threw herself into the ocean.
Imila.
Coyote desperately reached out to pull her back onto the land as a great wave came crashing between them both. The tide's forces were too strong for Coyote to withstand as Tanakh surrendered her body to the world of the salt waters, transforming into
The
cow. My mother, Atsia, would sing that song to me growing up, and then later to my younger relatives. There was my niece, Ula Masana. She was awesome, and her spirits were so full of fire. My cool and funny nephew, Ta'apisi, the finder, who found out on his own different ways to stay positive. And Machkas, the coyote, smart, but at the same time had the hardest time understanding who he was and who he needed to be, whether he was sober or not. And then there was my mom, Atsia, our eagle, my protector. Now, I may not be directly related to these three kiddos, but I was and will always be their auntie Umu, their mechi Umu. Ike? Understood? Okay, cool. Because, well, yeah, we are all family. Oh, wow. That was 1996, our first survivor's supper. Okay, you guys ready? Hey.
Yeah. Why are we doing this again?
Because it's a part of the show.
What show?
The Thanksgiving show?
It's not Thanksgiving anymore.
Oh, yeah, that's right. What is it again?
Survivor Supper.
Super Survivor Supper.
Hoo-wah!
We're done with Thanksgiving because you guys are gonna decolonize it.
Right, we're gonna decolorize it.
Decolonize.
That's what I said.
We're still having turkey though, right?
Yes, Tapizi, we're still having turkey.
Kiliwa?
That special bread Atia makes.
With that special bread with that
Acorn spread.
Palazza.
Love me that acorn spread on that special bread. I love it, I love it, I love it.
And we love Auntie Umu.
Yay!
And that's why we don't celebrate Thanksgiving anymore, huh?
Nope, it's all about that survivor supper. What?
Because Auntie Umu's a survivor.
I thought we were all survivors.
You are, and you know what that means?
Kiake.
It means you all have a responsibility to tell our story.
Ampeki?
The one about how we were made?
That's the one, and you're gonna tell it in the form of a play.
Like a theater play?
Yes,
Why?
because it's ours.
And nobody's gonna tell it but us.
Me too?
Of course, you two. You'll all play a part.
Who am I playing?
The coyote,
And me?
the hakao, the woman, the coyote's wife.
Ew!
Oh.
The coyote marries the woman?
That's how the story goes.
So like, coyotes are like men?
I don't want to marry him.
Now I want to marry you.
Ooh la la, can I be your best man? I now pronounce machkas and ula masana, man and wife. Ha ha ha!
Not funny, Taapisi.
Why do we have to do this play?
So that others can learn who you are and where your people are from.
We're from here.
The Esselen.
The Rock.
Huelo, Honya, e Une. Okay, I'll marry him. But I'm not gonna be a bride.
Got it. No bride, just get married, okay?
Auntie?
You okay, Auntie?
Auntie who needs our help?
Chill, y'all. I'm cool. Okay, back to the play.
So who am I gonna play?
The hummingbird.
Aw, you're just a tiny little bird.
Why do I gotta be the hummingbird?
You'll see.
You might as well just be a fly.
Leave machkas alone. Ta'apizi's dad was born in the state of Michoacan, Mexico, but grew up here without papers. And when Ta'apizi was a baby, his dad got into some trouble and he was deported. That was really hard for him, so I made sure that he'd always see the connection. You're the hummingbird because its heart is so strong that it moves like a shooting star, stops in mid-flight, goes in reverse, hovers and surveys the surroundings, and then keeps going. And you travel with the winds from north to south.
Like Mexico South?
Right, like where's your dad from?
Mexico.
And where does hummingbird fly to this time of year?
Mexico!
So they're kind of like from both places, yeah?
Yeah!
Kind of like you, right?
Right!
Sweet. So what do you think?
Yeah! Let's do it!
All right, cool. Atsia!
Someone calling me?
Yes.
So, I've been hearing you from the kitchen, and it sounds like you're all getting ready to tell our story.
Almost, but before we go there, we were hoping you could help us get started with one of our favorite songs.
The Blind Man song.
That's my favorite!
I think I can help you out with that. Let's see. Pinocho Pino Watina Totek, 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 Hulin neni hulin hatalai pamikanai Matiane hatanatia makalana asana matnoko atia wamun Uluhi pamikael pamus manu misla yaya hantanteski Unu ikimila atsiniti Nekumawiti amu atadot mepel hatana masana katapamuko lakomohokin wasana otwasana sumpa lali hesita makapa asal kital alpakpas ewa imichano apskula yishi hanonicha Letetel pa kolo huniki koloma alinsan peki atia masianen el pamus.
Time returned from here to stay. Heart of mother, salt water breath, Atia's wing, talent to care, for mass of flesh her ocean rests. The singing star nets, bodies of spirit, crowned and drowned, heaven's tears flood. Old pain, fresh prayers, memory into stairs, our law is love, and her love unbroken. Mother's heart, now spoken.
Hey, what's happening? Nah, I'm a little late, but things are moving here. There's a crew here, and they're operating a bulldozer. Me? Work tomorrow? Hell yeah! That machaipa pay will come in handy for sure. Turkey tournaments? No. It's all about that survivor supper, brother. You know how we do it. Going straight over to Atia's after work. Yeah, and that tradition we started back when Auntie Yumu was. Huh? Yeah, Atia's daughter. Of course, turkey, kiliwa, ham, potatoes, best stuffing in the world, fool, with that gravy, and then the special bread with that acorn spread. Well, the way we make it, it's delish, all right. Hold! Hey, what the? Hey, what's going on here, boss?
Think we hit something. Shit, man. Gotta call the coroner.
Hey, wait!
You know, this is like the fourth time since this whole pandemic bullshit, man.
Hey, I said wait. Is that okay? Sorry, boss. I didn't mean to, let me call the coroner.
Why you?
Because I'm the cultural monitor, and I am here to protect our ancestors.
Go ahead.
Yes, hello? Yeah. Sure, I'll hold. Hey, can can you set up a line here, like 50 meters back from the spots, so folks can know that that there's a disturbance here?
Sure. No problem. All right, guys, let's get a line set up 50 meters back from this cultural site.
Yes, I'm calling to report an ancestor. I mean a body. I mean the skeletal remains of, can't tell, native. Yeah, I believe the remains are Native American. Yes. How old? Old. All right then, I'll see y'all within the next 24 hours. All right, thanks. Las, Otno, Ayam, Tihawi, Name.
Hey, how's that line, Chief?
What'd you call me?
Mr. Monitor, sir.
Cultural monitor to you. And yeah, that'll be it.
All right, guys, we're gonna have to shut it down again. And, do you guys always pray every time you find bones?
What do you mean, you guys? You're the ones doing the disturbing. I mean, if someone was digging up your ancestors' graves, wouldn't you pray?
I guess I don't.
Especially if it's your first time witnessing something like this. You smoke?
Yeah.
Here, would you mind taking this off my hands?
Hell no, I don't mind. But man, why are you giving me your?
I need to prioritize the ancestors, and mixing medicines does not work.
Sounds like you're overcompensating, man.
It sounds like you don't want to help me out with this.
Sounds like I should take my comment back and shit. If you need me, I'll be in my trailer.
Hey, yeah, yup, ancestors. I know, I'm gonna call her right now. Later. Hooah!
Damn it, why now? Why me? Great discovery, my ass.
Hey, not a discovery. It's a disturbance. They've always been here. Remember, we talked about this.
Yes, I remember. How old did you say those bones were again?
IYA, ancestors, Los Elchwe.
Ancestors. How old are they again?
About 4,000 years-ish.
Wow. Oh, crap.
Hey, what did I say?
Cultural awareness is good for business.
Yeah, believe that, please, okay? We have some very important people all ready to back us up all the way to the bank with this one. But if at the end of the day, this woman wants to make things a hell of a lot more challenging for us, then she could do so without any hesitation.
Are you speaking from experience?
It's what you're paying me for, right? And she could give a rat's ass about some ag tech startup, especially if you're from outside of the homeland.
Come on, really now, tonto?
Really, cracker? And don't ever fucking call me that again, all right?
It's a joke.
And you're the only one laughing.
Well, the rest of the team, they all thought it was quite funny.
Because the rest of the team's afraid of you. So of course they're gonna laugh at your lame anti-indigenous jokes.
Listen, we all know you can make things move in these restrictive conditions. So you bet I'm going to appreciate you for what you do. And I show my appreciation by not taking offense.
To me regulating your white privilege?
Something like that.
Hey, we'll be back on schedule after this weekend.
Monday?
The latest.
Thank you.
Say it like you mean it.
I did.
Now, please, tell me, why are we setting up shop in the Salinas Valley when we can easily handle it virtually from the Silicon Valley?
Listen, I don't have time to justify our paranoid claims of hypergentrification, all right? I'm just hoping that my 74 Cherokee will help get your mind off this historical trauma. At least while you're on the mission.
Mission? Wow, you're scoring pretty high on the tone deaf meter there, buddy.
She took us all the way to the Appalachians last year.
Oh, you returned the Cherokee back to their homeland, huh?
Homeland?
Appalachia, that's where... Forget it.
Oh, speaking of forgetting things, I forgot to tell you. We've made arrangements for the exemption. So whoever you have to communicate this to...
Whoever I have to... Want you listening to me? This person is someone to reckon with. She takes no deals, all right? And if a construction worker comes across bones...
Ancestors?
Ancestors, yes. All right, see, you're learning. Listen, if the coroner's office, identifies what it is, exemption is ruled out. But that doesn't even matter because they already have a cultural monitor on site.
Where the fuck did they get an Indiana Jones expert?
Indy. Oh, man. They're monitors from the tribe. Damn, just when I thought you were making strides. Hey, what did I say was good for business?
Cultural awareness.
Make it your mantra.
I will. Oh, hey, I left you something in the glove compartment.
Esselen Institute?
For all your hard work.
Calling you out on your privilege alone is hard work.
And that always be work for you to do.
You seriously shouldn't have.
It's considered to be a world-renowned
healing sanctuary.
A celebrities and dignitaries kind of place.
I know what kind of place this is. And if you don't say anything, I won't say anything.
Embrace it, Matt. Celebrate the future. Because tech's moving in, and ag's throwing the party. Happy tea day.
All right, what's up, family? Welcome everybody from the Bay Area and beyond to this special night before on Thanksgiving Day sleepover. All right, everybody ready for that pre-dawn boat ride out to Alcatraz? Okay, cool. Because in a few hours, we'll be with more relatives, praying, celebrating, and remembering what our ancestors sacrificed for and what our families are struggling with today. So we like to acknowledge and thank those who came here tested, vaxxed, masked, and I love your beadwork on that mask. Okay, you all look good and ready to commemorate what our elders were brave enough to do over 50 years ago. And thanks are always in order for those who sacrificed so much to reclaim that rock, for the Ohlone of this land, for our water protectors, for the thousands of children that are taken and buried in unmarked graves, and the blood that continues to be shed upon Turtle Island. All right, I'm gonna shut up now and introduce our next guest, who came all the way from Seattle.
Originally from the Ensign.
Ensign, and that's in...
Salinas.
Really?
Esselen, bruh.
All right, original native from the Bay. Everybody give it up for Ula Masana.
Mi masia ne el pasaleki, thank you. It's an honor to be here with you all and celebrate this year's on Thanksgiving ceremony. This decolonizers dinner. You know, my family took this racist celebration and called it Survivor's Supper for some pretty obvious reasons, right? And yeah, we're definitely all survivors, but it was always extra special for me and my family folk, you know? Still, it's been a while since I've had a plate. Anyways, here's something for the occasion. Give it up for the winners, all American killers, breaking all-time records, co-opting messiahs and shepherds, breaking land, innocence, promises and treaties, breaking word, health, respect for families, breaking culture, ways, and this here humanity, jacking out blood for that money love. Their pipelines leak and start poisoning her flesh, her soil. They've been drunk with privilege like deplorable. 45 orange boil, snake treads, bite and recoil. Insurrection dope dreams off aluminum foil. When the autopsy reports they found her, knees bloodied, hands buried, hearts carried, the faces of sisters missing, the faces of daughters murdered, byproducts of systems that came to kill culture while trying to pimp nature, putting price tags on it with barcodes washing out residual hope of indigenous sons hanging from oak trees whispering screams from past and present centuries like this when they pissed on our graves and they whipped us with open arms as they opened arms on you, me, tribe deep, tax paid, genocide's feet. When someone's father's greatest grandfather fed his doctrines of discovery, perverting the reality of beauty of me, Sholeta, two-spirit to Ula Masana, busted by borderlands, hung cut by the conquered and cut by divide. All their demons dream we'd hide or die for their land grab, their backstab, their fences forced up by false flags, driving under the influence of power of a Royal Highway 101 lonely prison tower, disrobing cash courtrooms outside of Kashawa, with the nail fight Jesus nailed to a broken truce, crossing us out from family in the south, Tahano Neku Sufuno, couldn't convert us all, Momoyakalpa Atsia, couldn't remove us all, Momoyakalpa Atsia, couldn't kill us all, Momoyakalpa Atsia, could never know this love for our mother rock, Momoyakalpa Atsia, Hua.
Hua.
What do you want?
Well, good evening to you too, Atsia.
If you can call it that.
Getting ready for tomorrow?
I should be, but I gotta get another LOI out to the state first.
There's been another disturbance.
Yeah?
My side, Nashago and Monty.
Did they call the coroner?
Yeah, I did.
Are you high?
Am I? Excuse me?
Don't gotta lie.
I was, but now I'm not.
Are you coming to supper tomorrow?
Yeah, right after work.
And what time are you showing up?
Should be at your place around.
What? At work? What time are you showing up to your work site tomorrow?
Oh, I don't know. Construction workers were scheduled to work the holiday, but now that we got... They were scheduled to come in at 9.
I'll see you at 8:30.
8:30? That's not too early?
It's just enough time for me to get back here and prepare for supper. That's what that is. It's 25 years this year.
Since?
Yeah. Invite your lady friend and her kid to come over.
Yeah, her daughter's school had a little outbreak this week, so they're not going anywhere.
Well, you could take some food home to them.
I'll do that. Thanks.
And,
Yeah?
don't come stoned.
Understood? I will bring an appetite. That's what I'll do. I guarantee you.
Huh. Hey, I found a picture of you and Ula Masana.
Ula?
Yeah, and, Machkas.
Machaipa?
Yeah, the three of you. And Umanipsha.
Auntie Umu?
Survivor Supper, 1996. Text it to you?
Yes, please.
There it goes.
Send it to those two as well, yeah?
I only have Ula's Facebook. Do you have your cousin Machkas?
Nah, but I know where to find them.
Good. So, where and when am I seeing you tomorrow?
8:30, Nashawa and Monty.
Whoa.
Wow.
Trip.
Survivor Supper.
1996.
Pinawatin na totek, 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 Pinawatin na totek,
She's the MLD, right?
Yeah. And the Tribal Chairwoman.
Oh, I knew that. She was a chairwoman back when I used to help.
When?
Right after college.
You were a monitor?
Yeah. Hey, she hasn't mellowed out by any chance, has she?
Nope. Hell no. Morning. How you doing?
Morning, Ta'a.
Look who's here.
Machkas? Machaipa? Well, look at you, Mr. Professional.
Hello, Atia.
Here for the ancestors, aren't ya? I see pictures of you on the internet, all suit and tie and professional and everything. Looking like a funeral director in some of those pics.
So, you work for this company, huh?
Yeah, Golden State Domain.
They sent him here to analyze and assess.
They knew you were Esselen?
They know I'm native.
Where are the ancestors?
Right over here.
Were they using a bulldozer?
Yeah, it was all I saw them use.
Didn't they do a sample of the dirt before breaking ground?
One was ordered.
But did it happen?
Construction began before the agency got the results.
Because that would cost money, right? Or time.
It happens.
What
you know?
happens?
Snags. The order just didn't make it in on time.
Because that's what time is to your people. Feels like they always have more of this than this, right? Huh. Until they step into something that's going to require more from them. And then there they go, cutting corners around our sacred sites, just to cover their asses while keeping us out.
So, you get my invite? To Atsia's for Survivor Supper, since, you know, you're one of the last survivors.
You invited him?
You said I could invite anyone.
I don't think she wants me there.
Wrong. Remember? He was the one who came up with the name. Of course I want you there. As long as you're
My contractors require it.
Contractors, huh? This is gonna be fun.
She's not done with you yet, bro.
Come have survivor supper with us. I promise to yell at you.
I mean, where else you gonna go? Not much family around here anymore. Except for us.
Do you have the address?
It's already on my phone.
Of course. You have your whole life in there, huh? Well, can't wait to catch up with you some more later, Machkas. I gotta go over this guy's assessment and analysis. Oh, and Ula's coming too, right?
She accepted the invite.
Ula? Ula Masana's gonna be there?
Yup. Turned out she was already going to the Alcatraz for the sunrise ceremony.
Makes for the perfect reunion.
25 years, Coyote! Trip, huh? Hey, Machkas.
All right, y'all. Thanks so much for rolling with me.
No, thank you.
I never thought hanging out at Alcatraz Island, praying with native folk
At 4 in the morning.
at 4 in the morning would be so much fun.
And beautiful.
I'm glad you guys liked it. What now?
Well, now we nap, right? Then head over to our grandparents for some of that turkey work, yo.
I don't know. Dude, you're in the Bay and you're just going to be alone for Thanksgiving?
Thanks taking, girl. We just...
Thanks taking! I'm thinking of going to see some family, but I don't know. Got a relative, well, not a direct relative, but someone I grew up with and later went to school with.
College?
Yeah, but for a real short time.
Ex?
No.
Weird?
Oh, yeah, and pretty challenging. Where's this at? Moss Landing? Where's that? The Monterey Bay? Oh, I only know this bay.
I don't know. Place sounds hella white.
It is, but it really isn't.
Got you. Be safe. Oh, sorry, I almost forgot.
I totally kept telling her, don't forget your skirt. It's all good, y'all. Be safe.
All right, peace.
Hello? Hepna? How are you doing, baby boy? You eating? Taking care of your mom? How is she doing? Let me talk to her. Hey, babe. You still getting ready for supper? Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking, but I'm scared. What would my Auntie Umu say? The same thing you're saying. Okay. I'm gonna do this. Thanks, babe. Okay, I will. I love you too. Bye. Survivor supper. Tell me about it.
School's cool though. I thought I was gonna trip being a 30-something-year-old transfer student, but nah, I ain't tripping at all. I'm taking some pretty cool classes. Had this one instructor who reminded me of Auntie Umu. Hella tight.
Really? Wow, you know, when I was at Cal Poly,
But hella on point. Totally laced me up with the critiques on hegemony, patriarchy, heteronormativity.
All kinds of E's, huh?
I mean, all you can say is E. Especially after she broke down all the crits, like black crit, lat crit, Asian crit, queer crit.
Tribal crit.
Of course, Tribal Crit, which got me all fired up. I found myself on the shit list of this other instructor for this performance appreciation course I took. That professor straight up hated on my critique of the Lariat.
What was that?
This opera we were assigned to check out.
Oh, you mean like a Madame Butterfly kind of opera?
Kind of, but Esselen.
An opera about our people?
Yup.
In Esselen?
Well, some of it was in Esselen, I think. Like a little bit. I didn't even see it in person. They only wanted to play it up in the city.
SF, not our country.
It's Ohlone! But what do they know? Plus, they charge all kinds of money for a ticket.
Hey, opera's not cheap.
Right. I mean, you don't gotta white-splain it to me, machkas. But when I saw it on YouTube, I swear, I could only stomach 2 clips. They showed this mestizo dude, this padre dude, and an Esselen girl. California Mission love triangle. Padre Junipero Serra style. I mean, Saint Junipero.
Disturbing.
Right? Takes place around the Carmel Mission, while the whole time, colonizers are forcing Christianity on our people.
And they showed that?
What? The converting of the Esselen?
Yeah.
I only saw 2 clips. Like this one where this crazy padre, self-flagellating, all sprung on this Esselen girl, like, so restless, so sinful, please forgive me, mea culpa, mea culpa.
Tragic.
Extremely. It's like, how's that supposed to end, huh? I mean, I know how it's supposed to end. Look around.
And your other classes?
All good, except for this native archaeology course.
Oh, you took a native archaeology course, huh?
Well, yeah, but then I had to drop.
Why?
I'll tell you later.
Somebody get that?
It's open!
Hello?
Who? Hula?
That's Sia.
Oh, Sholeta, come here. Oh my God, look at you. Where have you been this whole time? Washington?
Been up in Seattle and, well, you know.
Is that Sugar?
That's him.
And looking so much like his mom. And why is this the first time I'm seeing you?
I'm sorry.
That's fine, Sholeta.
What up, Ula?
That busy. Damn, how long's it been, yo?
Too long, yeah?
Hey.
Hey.
What's up, Machka?
Machepa.
Okay, food's ready. Gather around. PC, machkas, masana, umunipsha. Umunipsha? Umunipsha.
Auntie Umu.
Let nimasia ne el pasaleki. Manu, neme, kolo, umunipsha. Name slaha. Let chilai mashapa. Laka manu. Aniki, let toesa. Hal papa pami. Las otno ayam. Manu, sihi paisi. Aniki. Yuklaminaku. We thank you for your love, Umunipsha. You brought us here today, and for that we are grateful to Creator for making this possible. For all our relations struggling, doing their best to live a good life in this world, to recognize the beauty in what Creator has provided, to tell our story, to speak up for ourselves, and never forget. In your name, Umunipsha, we love you. Hua.
Hua.
Chiliampa. First survivor supper with some OG survivors. Nothing like Nish Atsia Hamakshu to bring us together. I wonder if they could keep getting together like this every year. I'm sure my mom would really like that. Or at least entertain the thought.
So you all been keeping up Survivor Supper going on this whole time?
Well, you know, last year was virtual and that really sucked.
And I keep forgetting, who was it that came up with the name?
Machkas.
He wanted to honor his Auntie Umu.
It kept her spirits lifted.
And that kept you happy, right?
As long as I didn't have to see her suffering.
Because if she did, then she'd make them suffer.
Oh, you know, like that one time? Remember?
Yeah.
Excuse me, what's so hard about doing your job, huh? Picking up the phone, answering questions, taking messages, or finding something who actually knows what they're doing?
And even then, Auntie Umu was all like, it's okay, Mommy. They're seriously just doing their best.
And then Atia would come back with,
Their best? Is that what they call it? Because I call it
Chicutalo! Oh, man. And there we were, all quiet, awkward, man.
Until suddenly, out of nowhere, Auntie Umu would just bust out with that crazy old laugh of hers.
It was, oh my God, you should have seen my mom's face.
We all started busting up.
It was contagious.
You even laughed.
On the inside, Munipsha was the only one who could ever do that.
Yeah, and what would she say? Laughter is the best medicine.
And family are the only ones
That can write that prescription for survival. Survivor supper.
She had us laughing and learning.
Like learning how outreach for bone marrow donors was an opportunity to meet more relatives. And upside to all of it was a record we set for registering the most bone marrow donor matches for minorities under the Red Cross and the National
Bone
Marrow Program.
The most?
Mostly brown and black folks.
Everyone's got a little bit of Indian in them.
Especially white folks.
Cherokee.
Like your truck.
Not my truck.
Esselen, though?
Not enough of our blood or bone to go around. We're still endangered.
Right up there with the spotted owl. Tuhuki tukunupsha.
Spotted out.
You know, I feel like Auntie Umu's right here with us.
She
Hamalechi.
She is, and I can hear her calling out things right now.
She was awesome like that.
I wish me and my cousins had someone like her when we were kids. She would have done something about those nuns from Sacred Heart who kept coming to our school every week, looking for just us Indian kids, the dark ones. My lighter-skinned cousins would just stand back and watch. Stay quiet. I tell you that shame is a real powerful weapon, especially at that age. Pass me the kiliwa.
Roosevelt Elementary, right?
Yep.
Acorn spread gets better every year, Atia.
Munchies kicking in to APC.
I told you I would bring an appetite.
Flavors bringing back memories.
It's Auntie Umu's favorite.
Hey, Machkas. That your Cherokee?
Belongs to my boss.
Must really like you if he lets you borrow his Cherokee.
That's a nice ride.
So, you got in last night?
Yeah.
Where'd you stay?
This little bed and breakfast right off the one.
Really? I would never consider Esselen Institute just a little bed and breakfast.
How did you know?
Esselen Institute? You stayed with all those rich, retired yippie boomers?
Did you see any colonial bros there?
There it is, folks.
Oh, what? Sigma Kappa man didn't see that coming?
Sigma Kappa? You were in a fraternity too? Damn, this spreads bomb.
Thought you gave me your business card, huh? So, who'd you see over there? Steve, Jane Fonda, Joan Baez? I tell you, seriously, they all love that place. Took me some time, though. At first, they tried to get me over there with something or other, and I just said, as long as those people are making money off of our name, our identity, our ancestors, I'll have nothing to do with that place. Somebody told me they had really bad dreams there. Scary.
But you still went anyways, right?
Of course. And I learned a lot by watching those people do whatever it is they do there. What have you learned?
Speaking of learning, and I've always wanted to ask you, Atia, but did we all have the same 4th grade teacher at one point or another?
Okay. Sorry, but when my mom was in the 4th grade and when I was in the 4th grade, They made us do that 4th grade mission history project. You all know what I'm talking about, right? Do you know what I'm talking about? Yes. Okay, that one. Yeah. Well, by the time it came for these 3 to do their project, they were all 3rd generation Roosevelt Elementary School students of Esselen descent. And I thought, hey, this 4th grade mission history project should be done differently, right? Yes. Okay. It's funny, but not so funny. Though their 4th grade teacher not only happened to be my 4th grade teacher, but it also happened to be my mom's 4th grade teacher, Miss Frost.
Miss Satan Frost.
Oh, that woman tested us on all 21 missions, 18 saints, and 600-mile Camino Real. Nothing about us or our ancestors, though, just crosses, cannons, and colonizers. Still, I made sure to unteach all of that to your Auntie Umu.
And when it was our turn, Auntie Umu made sure that we would take that lesson to a whole other level.
Yeah, that was,
That was badass is what it was. Don't deny it.
I'm not denying it. I guess I just remember it way more differently than you.
We straight up decolonized that whole school. Especially those white boy 6th graders sitting in the front. Kept giving me dirty looks.
There were a lot of people in the audience. Parents, teachers.
And your Auntie Umu had you teaching them some truth, whether they were ready for it or not.
Yeah, they weren't ready. But are you? Okay, are you all ready to see their 4th grade mission history project? Okay, great. Check this out. It's fall 1996, and we're at Roosevelt Elementary School Auditorium. The place is packed, and these 3 were so cute, so excited. They had worked really hard on this. Oh, look, there's Miss Frost.
Umu! Great, you and your tribe made it wonderful!
Thank you, Miss Frost, and thank you so much for letting them share their own lesson of the California mission history.
Oh no, thank you for teaching them this lesson.
So appreciative.
Are they ready?
Yes. All right, guys, so this is it. Ta'apisi,
Huh? Those boys are distracting me.
I need you here with us, okay?
There's a lot of people out there.
And they're here for you.
I guess.
Ta'apisi.
Sorry.
Okay, let's circle up and give thanks. Nimasian helpasaleki las otno ayam. Thank you, Creator, for bringing us together to tell our story for all people. Manu huchupiisi lechi pektin. Pami ulmupa lek alpa manu kominan efehe. Hua.
Hua!
Places, everyone, places! Here we go! Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, we hope you enjoyed the mission history project display put on by our 4th graders. They really captured what it was like to be one of the adventurous, courageous, and generous colonizers of this great state of ours. Let's give them a round of applause, everyone. Come on, put your hands together. Now, as part of our special alternative lesson, tutored by a past student of mine, say hello to Umu Nipsha. Say hi, Umu.
Hi. Saleki Atsa.
Fun fact, I not only taught her, but I also taught her mother Atia as well. Is she here?
Oh, my mom, Atsia? Yes, she's right over there.
Oh, great. Oh, she still has that look in her eyes. Anyway, it just so happened that they are all local descendants of the local native tribe that benefited greatly from the love and charity of the great Franciscan himself, Padre Junipero Serra. Yes, your people blessed. Okay, well, without further ado, put your hands together for Machkas, Ulamasana, and Ta'apisi for their presentation of On a Mission.
Native California history.
Why is that a mystery?
When we say let's go,
Y'all say back.
Let's
go back. Let's go back to another day.
1770. 70.
When they docked on our bay,
They took a look around.
And they would say,
declaramos esta tierra.
We declare this land
Nueva España.
New Spain.
For our king.
Vuestro rey.
from the mountains and rivers.
Honia Neku.
Polomo.
La Casana.
And like good hosts,
Our people did the most.
Seleki Atsa, Laka, Hila Panamekalai, Pami Lek Iwano.
Captain Portola made this their post.
so that Father Sarah can
Push the Holy Ghost.
They were on a mission.
to build their missions,
Colonizing.
baptizing,
Controlling all conditions.
We must go. We must leave. They bring pain and make us bleed. Let momo netne, let momo yakalpa, lach, huchup, tamakapa, lakasi hapa, lechi, mahaiyu. The
Padre!
neophytes have escaped.
Yeah, my children.
Find them, apprehend them, and punish them.
But the soldiers did more.
Than what they were there for.
Christian soldiers.
Not behaving Christian.
Telling them,
Please, could you kindly stop?
Abusing all the women and the children.
But the soldiers were like,
Why? We're Christians. We can be forgiven.
for all our sins.
Committed on this mission. Ha ha ha.
The Spanish military
was really super scary.
And out of control, putting us to work.
At San Carlos Borromeo.
But you all know it as
lovely Mission Carmel.
Oh, wow, a rapping story.
It's our story.
But there were times like
1783.
When the soldiers got,
Hella crazy.
Attacking and a killing.
our families.
it wasn't the first.
It wasn't the last.
But our ancestors weren't.
Going to let them pass.
You see, Miss Frost, I told you our ancestors fought back.
But then they took
The adults and kids.
Made them work and live.
in a house of God that you call missions.
But we say slave factories.
Our ancestors saw
The colonizers would not stop.
Forcing some of us to say,
I guess we'll have to pray to your God.
Some would run,
And some would hide
losing culture and language.
to be Christianized.
Well, this was a
our
great...
memory will set us free.
Native California history.
Why is that a mystery?
In
In
1818,
a defeat for the Spanish was in the making.
After so-called Argentine hero
Hippolyte de Bouchard,
AKA pirate.
like J.R. Cabrillo.
Supposedly the first to claim
Point Pinos.
When for thousands of years it was Ishenta to our peoples.
or when the Queen of England ordered her favorite pirate,
Sir Francis Drake to lay royal claim.
of our home as their domain.
Monterey was booted and looted.
For about 6 days.
an attack your people still celebrate.
In 1821,
Mexico beat Spain, they were done.
And this would be a great place to stop.
but after that they dropped their guns.
Oh, now seriously, I don't
Those
think we
in
should
charge
go.
kept cracking whips.
They kept coming by horseback and ships.
Sparking native uprisings.
From Baja to the Bay.
All along
The King's Highway.
The King's Highway is really Highway 101.
They know that already.
Are you sure?
In the name of la Iglesia Católica.
And the gobierno mexicano.
You all have to pay for your
Treasonous pecados?
Why they do that? Why they do that? Why they do that?
Time to conclude this
But
presentation.
then they
secularize the mission.
Each native family was going to get 33 acres of land.
Yay! When suddenly,
Sí, Lutalo.
it's the Americans, Machaipas.
breaking treaties.
From east to west,
With declarations of independence.
Forgetting where it says
that were all a bunch of
Merciless
Indian
savages.
And after winning an unfair fight with the
Mexicans.
They cheat them, beat them,
and didn't want to see them.
north of the Rio Grande. Then out of nowhere, gold.
Eureka!
Where?
Quick, sign the Treaty of Guadalupe plan.
Gold?
On whose land?
Enticing every single foreign miner.
These
49ers.
Now we don't care if you've been praying here since birth.
Let's burn their sacred sites. They have no worth.
Taking little of what was left
of our food source.
Leaving nothing behind for you, fool.
Only for me, see?
God bless and manifest
our destiny.
Writing laws that made it legal to
push us off our land.
Indian kids became slaves
after killing mom and dad.
This is enough! Machaipa!
No, guys, let's keep it together. Then there were
18 treaties
the U.S. made
with the tribes they tried to legislate
with over 8 million acres
of this state.
But wait! The 18 treaties disappeared.
Oh my God!
Like
oh so many of us that once were here.
Now that Miss Frost deserves an oh my God! What
do
do
you
think?
Are you confused?
How a Christian nation
can easily abuse
the world of our ancestors
to benefit the few?
This was the order
of the red, white, and blue.
Taxpayers pay
to make sure we were through
25 cents a scalp
and $5 a head.
And in no time at all,
genocide. 80% of us were dead. Making Mariposa
and
Monterey
the two highest paid counties
to wipe us off.
Governor Peter Burnett's
Golden State.
Oh, please heed my request.
But there is hope.
You're gonna like this part, Miss Frost.
A great white hope!
These nice white ladies
from San Jose, dropping, what was that again?
White Savior Complex.
Dropping White Savior Complex
for the NCIA.
The Northern California Indian Association
will not allow for this deplorable situation.
Enter
Attorney Charles Kelsey Edwin Esquire,
NCIA agent for hire,
leading the secret recovery of the secret 18 treaties. Dunk, 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 dunk.
And when President
Theodore Roosevelt, like as in Roosevelt School, wink, wink,
visited San Ho,
he presented this memo.
The Northern California Indians' ownership to this land
has never been extinguished.
Bam! The Indian Appropriation Bill was signed.
Bam!
Hecka tribes got recognized.
Bam!
But tribes like us,
pow! Got left in the dust.
Making
school,
city,
county,
state,
and federal recognition
a must. Reminding you all,
we are the true caretakers of this land. The Esselen.
That's us.
Let's give it up for our Esselen youth! Yay!
Enough! Please, for the love of God and everything, only stop this anti-American tirade now!
We're not anti-American, we're pro-Esselen.
And that's racist!
It can't be
Auntie
racist.
Lulu says we can't be racist because we don't have institutional power.
Institutional what?
And racist against who?
Against other people!
Other people?
White people? Machaipas?
But that's what Esselen means. People. We're pro-people.
You have no idea the damage you've done! Matt, what?
He said Machaipa.
The one with the most hunger.
Machaipa!
Hey, wait, don't! Mrs. Frost, we're sorry.
Let me
No, you sorry!
She's hurting him.
Auntie!
Let him go!
No, please. Mrs. Frost, it's just a play. Please, we meant no harm. It's supposed to be special. It was their story.
Wow. Forgot that even happened.
Forgot I was the only one who got suspended for that? And when I came back, all y'all could say to me was, Machaipa.
Hey, bro. You know what? I actually never said that behind your back. To your face, yeah. But never with those white boy 6th graders and never behind your back. And honestly, we only said that because of how funny that shit was when you got all crazy with Miss Frost saying, Machaipa.
You don't get it. We could have all been expelled.
So?
From elementary school?
For teaching a lesson that people would pay for in college?
Yeah. Where it's a hell of a lot more safer to learn then
You gotta be kidding me.
some fourth grade assembly. We're sharing your people's history, get you busted.
Auntie Umu always
Like a fucking animal!
taught us how to tell a story, something that says something about us.
She taught you our songs.
Yeah? Well, I can't remember any of that.
Because forgetting easily gets you off that damn hook, right? At least that's what you're thinking here. And what about here? And what about when you look at yourself in the mirror? I'll tell you, your boss in the Silicon Valley knows. Ready to cash in on the next gold rush. I tell you, all the big tech people know. The ag partners, the tech partners throwing $1 million parties at the expense of the taxpayers. Celebrating all the money they're going to be making off of our land.
For reals? You see, that's the thing with you, Atzia. You choose to see what you want to see, and you're blind. You're blind to the potential opportunities that could ultimately benefit our people.
You call it opportunity. I call it selling out.
Get over it.
All right, bro.
Get over it?
Oh, shit.
Get over it.
Time out, cuz.
Where'd you learn to do that?
What?
To get over it, huh? Your frat brothers? Like that one fool, what's his name? Skylar? Bitch-ass Skylar? Oh my God, how could I forget? Dude totally steps to me with the best line ever. Y'all wanna hear it?
Do we have a...
Hey, Matt. What's up with that hot little squaw? You should have seen it. They were all dressed up as founding fathers, surrounded by a whole bunch of their trust fund homies, white boys playing colonial pimps, and white girls playing prostitute in red face. You shitted on everything Auntie Umu ever taught us, everything she ever taught me as a little girl. Jalapa!
Happy Thanksgiving.
Machkas! Machkas! This dude!
Keep an eye on him, Top Easy. Don't let him out of your sight.
EK.
Are you okay?
Being around Mugboard always reminds me of Auntie Umu.
So, what happened at this party?
A colonial bros and that. I can't.
I get it.
Did you know Machkas and I were at Cal Poly together?
I knew he was. I didn't know anything about you, though.
It's because I never made it past the first semester. But long enough to figure some things out.
Like Machkas?
And other things, yeah.
Weren't you two coyote and wife? I'm sorry, couldn't help it.
First day of classes and there we were, taking the same native California history course. We hadn't seen each other since Auntie Umu passed, and there we were, like family again, but not.
And how was that?
Well, I mean, for the first few weeks, we studied together, hung out together, partied together. It was fun up until...
Up until something happened?
A mistake was made and I couldn't speak to him after that. I chose not to.
At all?
Tonight was the first time in 16 years.
That's a long time. And what was this colonial bros thing?
A red-faced frat party. Exactly. Right after that mistake with Machkas happened, the Pi Sigma Kappa fraternity were hosting this bullshit racist party. So me and a bunch of other pissed off students, native, black, brown, white, we all headed over to this frat house, all fired up. We get there, and who do we see held up by his ankles doing a keg stand? Fucking George Washington Machkas. That was it. I had no place there. I dropped out. And you know, even though I was only enrolled for less than a semester, I knew in my heart that I learned more about myself than any other time then.
And what was that?
That I got power. Power to love and to be loved by my beautiful wife and my son, Shuker.
How old is he?
He just turned 15.
Wow. When's his birthday?
August 12th, 2006.
And mistake? That was...
How it happened. But Shuker was never that.
Of course not. Never. Never Shuker. Does he know who his father is?
He's never asked.
When are you going to register him with the nation?
How do I do that?
Send me his birth certificate and his social security, and we can go from there.
I will. Thank you, Atsia.
News on the TV, 5 o'clock shadow on your chin. I'm all alone waiting by a telephone, wondering will it ever ring again.
Here you go. Keep it open.
Please. All right, you ready?
Yeah, say when.
All right. Salud.
Cheers. So, like, when were you a monitor?
About 10 years ago, right out of college.
2009?
Wow. Oh, that was 12 years ago. Hey.
How was that?
Oh, twisted AF, man. There was always something. Like this one time, we're at this one site, you know, and it's a private property, but it looks like it should be on the cover of Better Homes and Gardens. But the vibe is like
unhealthy?
Hell yeah. And Natia, though, she was in her element. I mean, right when we get there, you know, the owner of the property, you know, is all fired up, ready to pounce with whatever money they have to pay to get their way. And out of nowhere, he flips out, raises his voice and says,
"My family has been on this land for 150 years.
150 years? Man, that ain't shit.
I know.
And what Atsia do?
Oh, she was like...
150 years? Oh, wow. That's nothing compared to the 12,000 years our families have been here.
Boom!
Nah. And what'd he say?
Oh, man, he couldn't say anything. They were all in shock that a woman, a native elder, would ever even think to come at a white, privileged guy like that with facts right there on the Achasta in front of everyone. Good. And so healing, man. I mean, like, that really felt good. Still, none of the Shipers could say anything, right? Crickets.
Hey, was that one project where the owners insisted they had the right to dig into the earth as deep as they think fit?
All to build their dungeon, basement, whatever, is exactly where our ancestors lay. In violation of the agreements on sacred sites.
That reminds me of that one politician, the one that tries to be cool with Atsia.
Oh, I know who you're talking about, the sometimes guy?
Yeah, the sometimes guy. Like this one time, the sometimes guy passed a resolution to raise the fees on violating those protections.
Yeah, I heard about that. He raised it to like, what, a $10,000 fee?
Yes. And right after they voted to approve it, this one woman cried out there in the county chambers in front of everybody.
Go ahead and raise the fee. I'll pay whatever it takes so long as I get what we came for.
Much Shaipa.
You know, It's tough seeing that kind of stuff go down. You want to believe people know what's up, and a lot of the times they do. Like when Natia blessed that Black Lives Matter march last year, and when she's presenting at these ethnic studies conferences, she goes all in and never holds back. And that's cool. Everyone's into it, you know? Solidarity. But when you see her in those other spaces with people who never been down for anything outside of their own interests,
People with power.
talking their talk, throwing their support crumbs here and there, but in the end, when it comes down to it,
She gets burned.
we get burned. She's just the first to take the hit.
Hey, man. Earlier when I asked you about that, what you're doing with that field of study of yours,
Global studies?
yeah, I wasn't trying to condescend.
It's all good, bro. You're an asshole anyways.
It's not what I meant.
Yeah, but that's how I took it.
Sorry.
Don't trip. Besides, it ain't even happening anymore.
What?
School.
Why not?
Because of that class I was telling you about.
The native archaeology class?
Yeah. I had an issue.
With what?
With the professor.
What'd you do?
I didn't do shit. It was him.
What'd he do?
Submitted the work we did under him as evidence to the Vatican in favor of his canonization of Padre Junipero Serra.
That was him?
Yup. Dude was like, the research you're doing for me in this class will be used to help me testify to the Vatican to prove the canonization of Father Junipero Serra.
Shut the fuck up.
And he kept going on with, you should be proud. You're all a big part of the history of the state, the church, the world. Some shit like that.
So you mean to tell me the research you did for your class was to support your professor's position as an expert, to have the holiness, the Bishop of Rome, the Vicar of Christ, the Supreme Pontiff make Father Serra a saint? Scandalous!
It's actually pretty fucking humiliating.
What'd you do? Did you confront him? Did you reveal your membership to the tribe? Did you use it as an opportunity to school your classmates and your professor that you're from the rock, homeboy? We're Esselen. We've been here and we ain't going nowhere. What? Huh?
No.
Well, then what?
Well, then nothing.
What do you mean, nothing?
Nothing. No complaints, no protest, no nothing. I bounced, and I haven't gone back since.
You dropped out?
I took a short break for like a year, but then, eventually it turned into like 6 years.
So what did Atia say?
She doesn't even know, and she ain't gonna either. All right?
So you just been monitoring them?
Yeah, little side hustles here and there up until Atia felt I was ready she was ready to put me on. It's cool. I work alone, outdoors. Sometimes though, I hear people say monitors don't do shit. And I get kind of pissed because that doesn't help me or do anyone any good. Since you're not supposed to be tripping when we're working with the ancestors. We gotta do everything in a good way.
Ooh, Hey, if it were up to you, how would you do it? What? Rescue the ancestors. I mean, we both know that the process is more worth than it's worth. Every time remains are unearthed, they assign some top-notch lawyer to get in the middle of everything and prolong release.
Yeah, but if the feds recognize those remains as belonging to an unrecognized tribe like us, then it raises our chances of being recognized.
And is that a good thing? To leave our fate of our ancestors in the hands of the federal government so that we can finally get a piece of that recognized pie?
Well, that's what we've been fighting for.
We who? Atsia? Or the tribe? Huh? Yeah, I gotta take a leak.
Hey, Atsia? Yeah? No? Yeah? Oh, he's faded, all right. Excited, emotional, I guess. Huh? No, I'm driving. Yeah, I got the keys. Ah, Siglutalo!
Looking for your friend?
Yeah, you know where he went?
Out the door. And he left you the bill.
Hey, we got a drunk coyote on the loose. I was. But somehow he got his keys back and went to the bathroom and took off. Yeah, I'm right here up at that bar up the street. Hey, is that you and Ula pulling in? Cool. I don't know where you went. Wait a minute, wait. I think I might have an idea. Okay, I'm coming out.
White man came and crossed the sea, brought us pain and misery. He took our tribe, he took our creed, he took his game for his own need. Run through the hills. Hey, Tapisi, come on, join me. Run for your, huh?
I don't know that one. But hey, do you know this one? We didn't cross the borders! The borders crossed us! We didn't cross the border! The borders crossed us!
Hey, aren't those dudes Mexican?
Hey, aren't those dudes British?
Hey, man, whatever, huh? Salud!
Come on, mach guys, kick back!
Hey, no, man. Got ancestors to save. Woo! Here we go.
Hotchkiss!
Huh?
Hotchkiss!
What the hell do you want?
For you to get away from there, now.
Why? I'm the property rep, and I got every right. All right?
You're drunk. You know better.
I'm decolonizing, and I'm saving the ancestors.
You're disrespecting our ancestors and breaking the goddamn law.
Because the goddamn law's been breaking us! Huh? Look what it's done to me! It's turned me into my shaipa! The white man! The one with the most hunger! Well, not after tonight. Tonight I'm gonna rescue the ancestors from being locked up for the rest of their afterlife.
And where are you taking her?
To the sacred site!
And you know where that is?
Of course I do. We buried an ancestor there before, with my auntie Umu. Remember? We were all there. Remember the song she sang? The abalone she wore? Remember the promise she made? Remember the promise we made to her? That we never forget who we are? Huh? Huh?
I remember.
Me too.
Yeah, of course you do. You all do. But since I forgot, I want to thank you. I want to thank you both, yeah? For helping me to remember. To return as a member of this family as Machkas, liberator of the ancestors. Quick, somebody write a song about me. Machkas came to rescue his ancestors. Machkas! Google Translate that into Esselen, huh? Google Translator. Yeah, I'm gonna just doing this, huh? Come on. What? Alapa! Come on, Natia. Let me do this, huh? Please, Auntie, help me, Auntie. Help me stop them from building their bullshit basements. Help me stop those bullshit planning commissions. Help me shut them up when they call us non-local Indians. Help me to remember our language so we can teach it to our youth. Come on, yeah? Help me topple the statues of the fucking Inquisitor, Sarah! Auntie!
You'll never forget. You can't. None of us can. We all have to remember if we want to survive. That's why we're here. This is why your Auntie Umu brought you back. Ni shefe let kalai le iwano matsa let kalai kominan let kalai takarwai let chalai masha pale chalai ewahi mitano let la la chala le fe maui pai lai let maui lai let ewa mitano la la maui lai le fe me palai le me palai let ewa imitano la la me palai let kape ke fe le cha Esselen cha le cha Esselen cha let kalai let cha let kalai let cha let iwamitano la la cha lai let kalai let kalai let kalai.
We are here. My people, we are here.
Our homeland, we are here.
Everyone, we are here.
Yesterday we lived here.
Today we live here.
Forever we will live here.
Our people sang here.
We sing here.
We will always sing here.
Our people danced here.
We dance here.
We will always dance here.
We are one people.
We live. Esselen lives.
We exist. Esselen exists.
We are here. We exist.
We are here. We exist.
We will always exist here. Let kalai, let kalai, let kalai.